Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Brother and Sister Podcast. I am your host, Plug Flava, and my co-host is
Tressa Mitchener.
Tressa Mitchener. We have a very, 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 very special guest in the house today, y'all. None other than my brother, Mr. Willie Mitchener.
Thank you. Very special.
What's happening, my brother?
Not a whole lot. Just come in and share a
Just
little
jumping right into it, man. Like, mental health, man. Mental health.
First thing I say on that, there's a lot of things in life that consist of mental health.
Yeah, man.
Good and bad.
Good and bad.
My whole entire life, I've always been told, you different.
Yeah.
And you crazy.
Oh, God.
And I should tell them. I'm not crazy. I'm just misunderstood.
Right.
See, I'm on a different platform. I look at things different.
That is.
And I always question the whys. What make a person think like this? What makes this person do that? It's always out of the box of what I used to do, so I couldn't ever figure out, am I weird?
Right.
Am I the crazy one?
Or just different.
Crazy. I'm just different. I'm on another level. Yeah.
I think
Everybody different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
But the problem is, being that everybody's different, why does everybody, or majority of everybody, do the same?
Right.
You got followers and you got leaders.
Yeah, it is.
But it's going to take some followers, right? Because everybody can't be a leader.
Everybody can't be a leader.
Right. But when you have that leader to step up and be a leader, you got haters.
Yeah. Definitely got them.
Yeah, why you going to hate on them?
Yeah. Definitely got a lot of haters.
Yeah.
And it
Each
don't make
one
sense.
teach one.
But every one hater, I think you got 100 people that love you. You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't have no hater, you ain't doing something right.
You ain't doing it right.
Huh? You might want to jump in the bandwagon and be followers like everybody else.
Yes, sir.
I think that's what attracted my wife to me. I'm different.
Yeah. Different.
2 Chainz.
No, you're cooking.
Straight down to the soul. But at least I got something good going for myself. I'll take that.
All right.
Yeah, you won the real contest last. I was gonna pay the girl $20 more.
See what I'm saying?
But she left before I could get the money.
Don't you tell nobody about the real stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Come
you won the
knocking on
last
my
real
door.
contest.
I got dogs.
Yeah, I called her to the side. So I give you $20 more than Willie gave you.
Y'all silly, but Willie, let's talk about mental health. Because you've been in the mental health field for so many years before you got into your other field. And a lot of people need to understand a lot about mental health that they don't know. Because I know you have taught me so many different things. One of the things that you taught me is the best way not to have a problem is not to create one. Right. So it makes me think totally outside of the box or think about what I'm doing before I do it, because I don't want to create another problem, or I don't want to create a problem that disrespects my husband or disrespects a situation that I'm in, or just create a problem in general. So the best way, like you said, not to have a problem is not to create one. So that starts separating yourself from different things, people, situations, a whole lot of stuff, because that's the way you get peace.
Right.
Don't create that problem.
That's right. Life is as simple as you make it, or it can be as complex as you make it. The first thing that I always thought about, and going back and saying, the best way to never have a problem is not to create it, is to think things through. Put yourself on the other side and think about it. Well, how would this turn out if I was on the reverse side of it? Right? Think about other people's feelings. The main problem with the world today, and this is just me speaking, right? Illusions. Right. You got your rap videos. The youth that's growing up today. Everybody's successful drug addicts, because that's what the song's talking about. Taking lean and all this kind of stuff. Right. Name one addict that's rich and famous.
That's successful.
That's successful. You're an addict.
Right.
You can never hold on to that money because you feeding that poison that's in your system. But see, these generations looking at it and hearing it and not grasping that concept that it's not true.
Right, and like I said, I say 95% ain't true, and the world think it is. You know, that ain't the way these guys live. They ain't doing it like that. But in the videos, they make it look like that so they can, you know, sell records. But I mean,
They draw you in.
And
They make it look like that to draw you in.
On the backside of that camera, you got 5, 6, 7 people
right,
waiting for that video to be over so they can put all their cars and the monies that's lent out and all that back in there and cat back where it go.
right.
But the youth is over here thinking, oh, that's what's happening. Then you get caught up on it. Right. Things don't go your way. Then it becomes a delusion, which is a sickness. It's a mental health sickness.
Right.
And you're so caught up on trying to make that happen that you're losing out in life.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about life too, because it can be so beautiful and it can turn so ugly real quick.
Yeah.
Well, it's all an illusion.
Right.
And it's how you perceive that illusion.
Right.
Illusion is not necessarily a bad thing. The part that makes it bad is the delusional part because it's a sickness now. And you never really did the research to find out what is my illusion? How can I make this a reality? I'm so caught up with what I see that I have to have it. I've been poisoned.
Right.
And it's going to kill me if I don't find my cure.
Right.
And the kids or the younger generations now, you can't tell them nothing. You got people, I ain't going to tell y'all my age, but you got people my age, maybe even older. You can't tell them nothing. They know it all.
Right.
Well, why aren't you successful if you know it all?
Right.
And there's no successful person that know it all. Right. Because what made me successful could be totally different for you. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm good at whatever I do and master my craft to be who I am. Right. But if you follow those same techniques, it may not work for you because it's not you.
Right.
So, people have to look at that.
And we're not saying that, rap is not successful because there's some great successful rap artists out there and we like them and, listen to them or, people love them, because they are truly successful, but they're not creating that illusion of doing these drugs and doing all these things to make them so successful because it really don't. They just basically have mastered their craft and doing great at mastering their craft, and they don't have all this extra stuff. But what we're talking to is the ones that creates this arena that the rap and doing these drugs and stuff all at the same time is what's happening. But what it does is it creates that illusion to that younger person or to that person that's viewing it and make them think this is the life, and then get that person caught up in a situation where they wish they never did that or been in that situation, but it was all because they believed the lie.
Yeah, and I hate that we, as a people, entertain the world with negativity.
Yeah, all the time.
It's just, I mean, you stroll through and you see so much stuff, and it's like, entertaining the world with negative energy. We fuss, we fight, we shoot each other, all this craziness,
But that's what the world thrives on.
Right.
Yeah, but it used to be something that used to play on Facebook all the time. It was an actual little channel that every time you look at it, somebody battling, fighting, and something. But it was always a fight.
The most things that you gravitate to is what you can relate to.
Yeah.
Right.
So growing up, the music that we listened to, we had our favorite rappers back then. Won't talk about killing people and all this kind of stuff. But it was a heartfelt, true story.
Right.
And today's music, not knocking it because generations,
Right.
And it changes every generation.
It changes. But the storylines change. There used to be a storyline that we could relate to back then in our era. And the generations now may say the same thing. But the music now consists of killing people, disrespecting your women. I mean, you got female rappers now disrespecting themselves.
Right.
But that's that reality that they think is what's happening. You know what I mean? No real man want a woman that showed her entire body to the world.
Right.
You know, that's a street dude looking for a street girl, right?
Right.
And the women will say, well, I want a real man. Where the real man at? You know what I'm saying? Well, what are you doing to get a real man?
Right.
You know, same thing about the dudes. You know, where I come from, the man took care of his woman, treated her like a queen.
Right.
But these generations don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like another thing I hate. Like, say if like you go buy a car and say you got a BMW, you got a Mercedes, whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? You got a nice car, a nice house, whatever, jewelry, whatever the case, and you get the woman off of that alone. Like, because you drive a nice car and she want to be with you. I mean, that ain't the woman to be with, because number one, when that car gone, that jewelry, whatever that material thing is, when it's gone, she gone.
This gold digger.
You know what I'm saying? So you want somebody that
You
can
got some
be your
man
friend.
diggers now. What y'all talking about? They done reversed that. They got some man diggers.
Some man diggers.
You got both of them want to sit home.
Say gold diggers point blank.
Yeah.
Gold digging 101.
Yeah, it's your turn to go to work. Yeah.
I'm gonna take you to work. Come back and pick you up at
Right.
9:30.
Yeah, just keep that car full. You hear me? Yeah. Cut a couple corners, play some video games with the boys.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's retarded. But
Yeah.
that's what it is. You got both sides looking at the same thing.
Right.
And if I was a dude and I got to go out and broadcast, I got this, I got that, and a woman is attracted to me, she's not attracted to me.
Right.
She's attracted to what I was selling.
Right.
And just as soon as that money run out,
It's a wrap.
she is too.
It's a wrap.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't get mad, fight somebody, right? Get a job.
Get a
You know,
job.
so, yeah, but it's crazy. But the world is a blank canvas, and if you was an artist and you paint whatever image on it, it's how I see it. And I can look at it, you can look at it, Tressa can look at it, and we all can give different thoughts off from whatever
Each
he
one.
painted. You know
And
what I'm saying?
we wouldn't come up with the same
We're not gonna come up with the
idea.
same thing.
Nope, not one of
You
us.
give us,
Yeah.
you can give us all the same colors, identical colors,
And we're gonna have different thoughts.
identical paintbrush to color with, or whatever to paint your picture with, and it's gonna all come
Yeah.
out different.
It's just like with life situations. We can have the same situation, but deal with that same situation totally different.
Right.
You may go through it calm, cool, collective, and breeze through it. Next person might go through it screaming, hollering, kicking, blaming,
Tressa,
everything.
get off of him. Tressa,
Yeah.
stop hitting him like that. Stop, Tressa.
Don't do it.
Yeah. So it's just
Yeah, for
how
real.
each person, like you said, they perceive their own reality. Because it's once they go through it, that's what determines who they really become.
Right.
Right.
Because it's at the end of the tunnel. It's like we living life backwards.
Yeah.
You're trying to find yourself. You're here, but you're trying to find yourself. And then the next thing you know, you 20, 30, 40 years old.
Pass you by.
Right.
And you're trying to discover purpose and who you are and why you had these life experiences. Either you could take these experiences and embrace them and grow and take responsibility and actually look at, okay, what did I learn in this? Or you could take this situation a totally different direction and be in a standstill and never go nowhere.
Right.
That determines who you are.
Yeah.
A lot of people have
fighting.
had,
Yeah.
they've had situations that could have made you or broke you, right? A strong, determined person is not going to use it as a setback. They're going to use it as strength
Yeah.
Right.
and move forward. Okay, I can't do this. I'll show you.
Right.
Versus the other person, well, you told me my whole life I can't do this. That's why I'm not nobody. Now, you ain't nobody because you chose not to be nobody. You
Right.
feel?
Right.
So,
Right.
you know, I think I'm sitting beside the mental health professional, though.
You was you counselor for what, 30 years? I mean,
Come on, man. I ain't but 30. It was a long time. I ain't telling about my age. I've been in it for a minute. But
So
even
good.
I have learned a lot, still learning a lot.
yeah, that's all it was.
My little muffin taught me a whole lot in life. People that know me growing up, I never was a gangster, but I ain't gonna run for nothing.
Right, we ain't no gangster, but I tell you what, you come mess with us, we got gangster ways.
Yeah. Got a couple gangster
We got
tendencies,
gangster
you know?
ways.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's all about peace, though. I ain't gonna go that route.
That's right.
I'm just saying. You know
But the older you get, the wiser you should
it.
become, right?
And then on some of those,
Well,
like...
you don't fight. I mean, what is the purpose? Okay, it's like when you get older. What is the purpose of fighting a battle, or if somebody trying to make you mad or whatever?
That's what I say when I say, why you do that?
Right.
Yeah.
Get up. Now get up. We don't do it no more.
Don't try it no more.
Yeah.
What you learn out of that situation.
What you learn out of it.
But the thing of it is, people gonna try you to break you and show that you still that old person, right? But we're older now, we're wiser. I'm gonna make you mad because you can't make me mad.
Right.
So you gonna get pissed off because you can't piss me off.
Right.
You understand? But that's mind control. Nobody has control of me but me.
Unless you allow them.
Right.
And that's the thing.
I remember Tressa passed that test one day when, you know, something happened and that girl came to you and was talking that noise. I was like, do it.
Well,
Do it to him, Tressa.
yeah.
Do it.
Well,
But you kept your cool. And he was like, we know what you could have did. We know what would have happened. But you kept your cool. I'm like, man, she passed the test.
Yeah.
It won't work.
Everything is a test.
Yeah.
And it's no need for violence or allow somebody to
Disturb your
make
peace.
you have a reaction or allow you to, or they trying to invite you in with their negative energy.
Right.
I'm not finna take your energy or allow you to invite me in on something that's totally negative, that's not serving me or my purpose. I got a choice whether to respond.
Right.
So I'm not going to entertain nothing that's not serving me or my purpose. Now, at this time in life, I constantly ask myself, is that conversation serving me? Is this situation or me going to this event, or is it of my purpose, or is it of service now? And if it's not of my purpose or service or to serve something good to benefit somebody else, ain't no need to get in it.
Yeah, I learned from you that day because I was like, she kept her cool the whole 9 yards, and I'm like, man, I'm proud of her. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, she finna get her. And you kept your cool, and it was like, okay, she passed the test. I would have flunked that day, but I pass it now just by watching you and learning that, like, you know.
Well, when you growing spiritually, you growing mentally,
Right.
and your mental faculties is an energy force.
Right.
And that
Man, I
energy
like the way you said
force,
Dr. Mitchener.
I like the way you said
and that
it.
energy force, we have to keep that positive vibration.
Right.
Because whatever you put out in your intentions or in your environment, you have already received that.
Right.
Because whatever you want for somebody else, you're going to get that same thing back in return. So why not put your energy in a positive force to get positive back, so that you're never standing still, and it's never situations that can dominate you because you've already passed the test before the test even came.
Right.
I like the way she said it.
Yeah, I like it too. And like people be in so many situations, and like, say if you was raised in the hood and you surrounded by the hood, I think like when you get a choice in life, you know, if you get around somebody that's comfortable, that's positive energy, that can, you know, sometimes people turn down people. Like, you know, if I invite you to come do something positive, you know, you got to take advantage of those situations in life. You can't, like, if you want to get up and get out. You know, if you're in a situation that is rough and that you're tired of, you've been done wrong. You know, you gotta take advice. You got to get with somebody that's in a good energy level, and you know that's the way you're gonna come out of it. But if you surround yourself with negative energy and you stay in it, and you just headed for destruction. So you got to figure out a way to get around somebody positive. Figure out a way to get around some positive energy somewhere to help lead you to the right place you need to be.
That's
and
right.
you reciprocate that.
Right.
Because now you look at, I made it out.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm going to help the next person, the next
that's it.
you, because they don't know.
Right.
But when I tell my story and you know where I come from, what I've been through, you're going to listen to me versus this preppy kid. And they're like, man, you ain't never had a hard day in your life.
Right.
Yeah. They might check your pockets. You know what I'm saying? But if you had them gangster tendencies,
Right.
they're going to respect that. Most of them.
Well, one thing with our society, they always want to say or put on somebody else, you did me wrong. Nobody can do you more wrong than what you can do to yourself.
Right.
Because you the one allow yourself to get in these situations of continuously being done wrong. If someone you see is not for you, why keep going in that arena?
Right.
You have a choice to stand back. You have a choice to maintain your peace. You have a choice to stay in a positive atmosphere and create that atmosphere that you desire. So you have control over your destiny and over your situations if you take control.
Right.
And I'm gonna say this, and
That's
I'm
the
gonna
key
be
word,
serious
take
on
control.
this. To kind of shed light on it, a lot of people are broken.
Yeah.
From the situations they grew up knowing this.
Childhood trauma.
That's it. And they don't know how to come out of it because
Right.
nobody never
Taught
helped
them.
them come out of it.
Yeah.
Right. So even now in adult life, you can still have those same wounds from a child.
Right.
And until somebody help guide you through that door
Right.
and to overcome it, you're going to repeat that cycle to the next generation because you don't know any better. That's all you
Right.
know. And it'll keep going on like a curse until finally one day you say, listen, I know there's more to my life than what I'm going through.
Right.
It don't hurt to seek guidance and ask somebody. You know, God gave us common sense, so you know what sounds right and what don't. But to go to a professional and say, hey, listen, I got this problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they give you advice and teach you how to overcome that. Let those old things stay in the past. It's every day we wake up is an opportunity to relive life again.
That's right.
Every day.
Every day.
You know?
And you got to face truth. Some people don't want to admit their own truth.
Right.
But that's the only way you're going to grow. You
Right.
got to admit your own wrong.
And at the same time, you have to learn to forgive.
Right.
You know, and at the same time, I don't forget. I forgive you,
Yeah.
but I ain't forget what you done.
Right.
It don't mean
But I will
have
forgive you, and I'm forgiving
with you.
to save myself.
That's right.
Right.
That's what it's for.
You know, that's what it's for. Forgiving to save yourself.
Yep.
You know, so I ain't forget. You know, I forgive you. That don't mean I gotta hang around you when I forgive you, or you know, go back to what it was. You know, I forgive you, and we're gonna keep it pushing. You know,
That's right.
Right.
But I ain't holding no grudges.
I ain't holding no grudges.
Yeah.
No,
That's right.
But I ain't going to forget what you done to me.
right.
Right.
So to keep the peace, respectfully, I'm going to forgive you for whatever happened. I'm not going to hold it in my heart.
That's anybody.
But
The best way to
also,
be.
Right.
out of respect for myself, I'm never going to allow you to do that again because the outcome might be different.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So,
And that's the key thing, because like when you did it that first time, you know, I got the choice to not let you do it the second time. I ain't gonna put myself in that situation
Right.
to let it be done to me again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah.
it's common sense to a lot of things. But life is simple. I really say life is simple. We make it complex.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times.
Overthinking. I do that all the time.
Yeah, you
Overthink
do.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I'm mad. What in the world? But I had to learn to calm down.
I used to
Calm down.
Overthinking.
I should be mad for days.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know. What you mad for?
I should tell my wife she bipolar.
Hey, look. I tell mine that too. Lord,
Y'all better stop.
Hey, look, I'm mad. Man. Leave me alone.
Oh, stop. But
I'm gonna be mad for the rest of the day.
hey,
what?
look, by that third day, you be like, damn, what am I
You don't
mad
even
about?
make it alone.
I forgot what I was mad about.
She go away for about 2 minutes.
I'm sorry, baby.
Come back.
Let's make it right.
Yeah, come back and kiss you. Why you kiss me for? What's wrong with you? Y'all,
Hey, look, you know you like it.
give it nut. Yeah, that's it. But I learned life's too short. You know,
It's too short, for
to
real,
be
for real.
anything other than happy.
Right.
And that's something I really say. She taught me.
Right.
Because I kid you not, I used to love the feeling of being mad because it's like, you know, you got this energy going off of you and you Superman.
Right.
You know,
But nothing.
yeah, I'm just vibrating, ready for something. You know?
We say Tressa for nothing.
Nothing.
At the time, I can't even remember. Dang, what was I mad for? Now you're mad at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I walked past him. What's wrong with you?
It ain't been 5 minutes. Now you trying to play me, right?
I'm not finna carry the energy. No.
true.
I'm in control of it. No, I'm not finna carry it.
Right.
When I learned that, life has been so great.
Right.
But I had to learn it.
That's
you know
it.
What I'm saying? That was a default I had. You know what I mean? And
Learn
she
a lesson
taught
for
me.
us all.
Yeah, she taught me, and that's just the way to be. But it's you in control of your own destiny by the choices you make. You know,
Right.
Choices you make determine your fate.
Yep.
right, good
And
or
constantly
bad.
keep making the best choice, the right choice that you possibly can. Every decision you make.
That's good in every what we consider to be bad situation. It's not bad. It's just a lesson
Right.
that we have to learn.
Right.
And if you don't learn that lesson, it's gonna repeat itself until you learn it. And when you pass that lesson, now you leveled up. You know
Level
what I mean?
up, for real.
Now, that's another thing my wife taught me. I said, why they keep messing with me? They don't want to see me. I promise you, don't want to see me. I know what I'm gonna do. And then I talk to myself till I get mad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You pump yourself up.
Yeah.
Get mad. Hooking them so
Right.
let's break them
Y'all-
out.
But
Y'all
think
done
about
forgot
it. That's what a lot of people do. They pump themselves up to get mad rather than pumping themselves up to be positive
Right.
and stay in a happy environment or a happy atmosphere to encourage somebody else. And that's the atmosphere that I like to live in. So when I experience negative, I dismiss myself because I don't want no involvement
Right.
anymore.
But if you think about it, getting angry and blaming somebody else is the easy way out.
Always.
That's the most common thing.
Always.
I'm not going to accept that I'm allowing them
Right.
to make me mad.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's a self-reflection I got to work on. No, I'm perfectly fine.
Right.
But you keep playing with me, so you must want to see that person.
That's one thing about me that I learned early, and I'm proud of that for myself. Like, you know, I admit if I'm wrong. I think about it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't do the blame game. I don't blame nobody else for it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Right.
Like I said, if I did the crime, I do the time. You know what I'm saying? So I always been kind of good in that. So I'm grateful for that.
I'll tell them this right here, and I'll probably be one of your most honest people around here. If I made a mistake, I'm going to tell you, yeah, I did it. 'Cause I feel man enough that if I've messed up,
Right.
I'm man enough to tell you, okay, yeah, I messed up. I'm going to learn from it. I'm sorry. I'll take care of whatever it is that I got to fix.
Right.
I'm not going to say, no, it wasn't me. It was so. No. I did this.
Nah, we ain't
You know?
doing that.
And that's it. Now, don't come be gangster, though. You know? I told you I did it.
Right.
Still a man now, you know what I'm saying? But I will admit my wrong. And I'll do whatever it is to rectify the situation at the same time. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
I may have hurt feelings. I've had my feelings hurt. But you grow and you move on. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. But a lot of people can't accept that part of saying, okay, yeah, I admit I had some wrong in this.
Right.
Accountability is what it is.
That's it.
But when I see you can't do that, I start getting a little distant from you because you're a dangerous person.
Right.
If you can't accept accountability, you're prone to be a liar too.
Yeah. If you lie to me, that's it.
Oh,
I
that's
can't
it.
be around. I can't be lie and steal.
Steal.
I can't tolerate that.
I'm done with you.
Yeah, so that's a big deal for me. So I'm definitely going the other way. Like I said, I give you a chance, but like I said, you lie, you steal from me. It's a
That's
wrap.
dishonest. That's right. I'll come home and try to have pillow talk with my wife and vent my day down. It just happened to be late, and she'd tell me, "Shut up, go to bed." You know what I mean? Oh, you don't want to talk to me? Well, I'm
I
gonna
don't
keep
say
talking
shut up.
anyway.
I say be quiet.
That's a nice
Be quiet.
version of saying it. She'd tell me, "Shut up."
Right, tell them be quiet.
Well, Earl,
Time to go to
shut
sleep.
up. It's time to go to sleep. I ain't sleep. And you gonna hear me out. Yeah.
All right.
What's
So,
the blessing?
If you had something to tell the world right now at this present time, what would be that?
I would say be true to yourself. I would say be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. True to yourself.